Hi, my name is Alex, and I'm a rising senior at the Urban School of San Francisco. And for my second milestone for the laser Harp, I had two main goals. The first one was to move from one breadboard. I had all my laser diodes and all my laser modules on one breadboard, and I just wanted to move it to two breadboards so that they could kind of be in parallel of each other like they are here. But once I did that, it seemed kind of quick for a next milestone, so I decided to wire everything instead of having it on breadboards. And basically how I did that was I got a power source, which was a 5-volt portable charger, and I got a micro USB adapter. And so basically what the adapter does is leads micro USB to just ground and power leads. And once I had two ground and power leads, I soldered them to a perf board, which I cut up very small so that it could fit into a pipe. I'll get to that later. But so basically, the perf board has ground and power, and then I just soldered a laser module and its resistor to the perf board like you would on a regular breadboard. And then I carried two more leads at the end of that perf board and carried a wire under the perf board connecting the ground and power leads to the next ground and power leads so that the next perf board can be soldered and the next laser module can be used. And I basically did the same thing for the photodiodes, except each photodiode is connected to an analog pin on the Arduino. And I did that. I basically soldered everything with its individual perf board and then had one wire for each perf board leading all the way back to the Arduino. I also added a piezo buzzer right here to the end of the photodiode so that my Harp can actually make noise. And basically, then the only differences that I had in my code were that I defined 6 notes for each photodiode so that each one would play a different note. And I also added a series of switch statements for each photodiode. And basically what that does is that when one photodiode is pressed, the switch statement tells the analog pin to have an output, and the output is the piezo buzzer. And since each of them have different notes, I have kind of like a 6 notes Harp here, and I'll just demo that now. So yeah, and then the only real challenge that I had throughout this entire project is just aligning the laser beams up with the light sensor in the photodiode, because the sensor itself is really small and the beam itself is really small, and to put those two things really head to head with each other is really difficult. And so that will continue to be a problem throughout my next milestone, but talking about my next milestone, I like to put all this wiring into a PVC pipe frame to kind of mimic the general shape of a Harp, and hopefully the Harp will have fixed positions for the laser modules and the photodiodes so that aligning the beam and the sensor won't be that hard. And then additionally, I would like to add a wave shield to my Arduino as well as a speaker so that I can have Harp noises, maybe like electronic Harp noises instead of piezo buzzer noises. And yeah.